In the quiet vaults of Yale University's Beinecke Rare Book and Manuscript Library lies one of the most baffling relics of medieval history, a parchment codex known as the Voynich Manuscript. It is named after Wilfrid Voynich, the rare book dealer who acquired it in 1912. Since then, it has remained one of the world's most enduring puzzles. What exactly is this book? Is it a hoax? A coded scientific manuscript? A mystical religious text written in an invented language? Or something else altogether? While some believe the manuscript is nothing more than a clever fabrication, a growing number of theorists and scholars have begun to consider that it may be a secret religious or esoteric text, a guide to hidden spiritual knowledge, encoded to be accessible only to a chosen few. This theory isn't as far-fetched as it sounds when one delves into the manuscript's cryptic script, arcane symbols, and evocative illustrations. The Voynich manuscript is roughly 240 pages long, though some pages are missing. It is written on fine vellum, calfskin parchment, and carbon dating places its creation between 1404 and 1438. Its script, often called Beinecke, does not resemble any known alphabet and defies conventional linguistic analysis. The manuscript is divided into 6 distinct sections based on its illustrations. Botanical features drawings of unknown or fantastical plants. Astronomical charts the stars, moons, suns, and includes zodiac symbols. Biological shows nude women bathing in green fluid and interconnected by elaborate pipework or systems. Cosmological features strange circular diagrams, celestial maps, and abstract geometry. Pharmaceutical depicts plant parts, roots, and jars, suggesting medicinal use. Recipe are textual, blocks of continuous, dense writing with minimal illustration. Each section seems to hint at a deeper system of knowledge, possibly spiritual or alchemical in nature. But the question remains, knowledge of what? One of the manuscript's most intriguing elements is its language, or rather, the absence of any recognizable one. Linguists have spent decades analyzing the structure of Beinecke. They've determined that the text follows patterns similar to real human languages. Words repeat, but not in predictable ways. Sentence-like structures exist. Word frequency aligns with known natural languages, which suggests the text is not gibberish. But what if the language is meant to be deliberately concealed? Throughout history, religious sects and secret societies have developed their own codes, languages, or symbols to hide their teachings from outsiders. The Cathars, the Rosicrucians, and later alchemists often cloaked their knowledge in metaphor, symbol, or invented language. Could the Voynich manuscript be the lost spiritual guidebook of a forgotten sect? Perhaps the most suggestive part of the manuscript is its biological section. Here, naked women are drawn interacting with intricate tubes, pools, and star-like symbols. To the untrained eye, it may look like science fiction or fertility rituals. Some researchers suggest these women are engaging in spiritual purification, symbolic of the journey of the soul. The recurring green fluid the women bathe in could represent alchemical transformation or even divine essence. The pipework has been interpreted by some as the flow of energy, consciousness, or divine wisdom. When viewed through a religious lens, these images could be metaphors for spiritual rebirth, initiation, or mystical communion. A compelling theory holds that the Voynich manuscript contains Gnostic or heretical Christian ideas hidden from church authorities. Gnosticism, a mystical branch of early Christianity, believed that divine knowledge, gnosis, was attainable through personal revelation rather than orthodox doctrine. Its followers often encoded their beliefs to avoid persecution. Elements in the manuscript, such as the zodiac signs, the interconnected cosmos, and the focus on the female form, could support a Gnostic interpretation. The divine feminine, the sacred power of womanhood, was central to many Gnostic sects. The manuscript's emphasis on women and astrology might not just be symbolic, but reflective of a suppressed theology. The astronomical and cosmological sections depict celestial diagrams and the zodiac, features common in mystical and religious traditions. In the Middle Ages, astrology was deeply interwoven with theology, especially in esoteric schools of thought. The presence of 12 zodiac signs, each surrounded by groups of female figures, has been interpreted as more than astrological data. It may symbolize spiritual cycles, cosmic harmonies, or feminine divine energies. These were essential themes in Hermeticism, Kabbalah, and alchemy, all of which sought to understand the divine through the structure of the cosmos. The circular diagrams in the cosmological section resemble mandalas, or cosmic wheels, symbols used in both Eastern and Western mysticism to represent the universe and the path toward enlightenment. If the manuscript were created by a small secretive sect, it would explain several features: an invented or altered language to keep outsiders from understanding, symbolic illustrations rich in metaphors but deliberately unclear, a focus on women, nature, and astrology, often sidelined in mainstream religion, spiritual or medical rituals possibly aligned with alternative or forbidden practices. Some have speculated the book could have been created by a female-led spiritual order, possibly even nuns or priestesses who blended Christian, pagan, and alchemical traditions. The mix of religious symbolism, natural science, and secrecy strongly echoes historical mystery schools. Alchemy in the Middle Ages was not just about turning lead into gold, it was a spiritual pursuit. Alchemists believed in a divine transformation of the soul, often encoded in complex diagrams and metaphorical language. The Voynich Manuscript structure resembles such alchemical treatises. The plants could represent stages of inner purification, the bathing women, spiritual initiation, and the stars, a celestial map of spiritual ascent. Some scholars have even proposed that the manuscript is a feminine counterpart to the male-dominated alchemical tradition, an attempt to create a holistic spiritual science merging body, soul, and cosmos. Modern analysts have tried everything from AI decryption, linguistic modeling, to quantum computing in attempts to crack the Voynich code. Still, no consensus has emerged. A few researchers, like Gerard Cheshire, have claimed to decipher it as a proto-Romance language, proposing it is a women's health guide. Critics argue these translations often cherry-pick meanings and lack consistency. Yet the allure of the manuscript continues. From fringe theorists to serious academics, the possibility that it contains lost religious knowledge fuels speculation. Could this be the only surviving book of a forgotten faith? A gospel of the goddess, hidden for centuries? What makes the Voynich Manuscript so captivating is not just its mystery, but its mirror to our own desires. It reflects humanity's need for understanding, our hunger for spiritual meaning, and our tendency to cloak truth in riddles. Whether it is a real religious guide, an elaborate joke, or a misunderstood scientific text, it continues to stir the imagination. If it is indeed a secret religious text, then it is more than just a book. It is a relic of spiritual rebellion, a whisper from those who refused to be silenced by dogma, who sought truth not in churches but in stars, herbs, and the divine feminine. In the end, the Voynich Manuscript remains undeciphered, its meanings locked in layers of language and symbolism. But that does not make it meaningless. Its very mystery has become a message, reminding us that not all truths are immediately knowable, that some knowledge is hidden not in obscurity, but in plain sight, waiting for the right mind to see it. Is it a secret religious text in an unknown language? Perhaps. Or perhaps it is something even more profound, a testament to the limitless curiosity of the human spirit.